Right guys, back at Daz's koi farm. We've had a spawn in the night, which I wasn't expecting. I was hoping that they were going to spawn in the morning, but they must have spawned in the night. Just when I got here this morning, they were all but done. And out of the 5 females, 2 have spawned. One was the Ginrin Sankey, female Sankey. She's completely empty, so she's spawned out totally in the tank. The other one was the big mirror carp. Now she was partway through spawning and she produced a huge amount of eggs. As you can see, all these have yet to be fertilised. I've already done these, so they're bagged and ready to go in the tank. So I've got a Hanish Sui in the anaesthetic, knocking him out, ready to deposit his contribution. And then, yeah, as you can see, I put spawning brushes in with them to get them going, and they are absolutely covered in eggs. There's millions of them. So there'll be a mixture between mirror carp crossers and Sankey crossers. So what I'm going to do, I'll drain this down completely, fill this up with fresh water. All spawning brushes will go in there, and then all my individual crossers that I'm doing now will go in these tanks, these floating nets that I've just set up. Also, I've got another one free over there, and then when this is full up, I'll put 3 more floating ones in here. So I'll have the floating ones in the top and the spawning brushes underneath. Oh, then I think we'll just about fit everything in. There's going to be a lot of fish. Right, I shall get back to you after I've done a few more fish. Catch you in a bit. Right, all fish have been spawned and sorted. They've gone back into their outside tanks now. I've done a complete water change on this tank. Got all the spawning ropes and mops in here. I've got 3 lots of Randy crossed with mirror carp spawn there. I've got to make some more of these tonight. I'll go on the sewing machine, make some more fry nets, so then they can go in there and Randy's spawn can be separated from the rest. Everything else is sorted, everything's fed. This is good. This is from Vicky, and it's what she uses for, or what she gets on her bales of hay or straw for the horses. Let's see if we can zoom in. So if we can see any eggs. Yeah, see there's one just there on each individual strand. It's brilliant for spacing your eggs out. We used the mats before. These, you can see there, the green mats, and they tend to clump up on there and go mouldy. But this stuff, it's a little bit like what Rick uses, the onion bag, but this is like on a long roll. You can cut it up into pieces, fluff it up, and just mix all your eggs in. It gives you a lot better spacing for the eggs. So hopefully a higher hatch rate. We shall see. Everything's trial and error. But there's an awful lot of eggs in here. Huge amount from the mirror carp, and the big Sankey female. She's produced a hell of a lot of eggs this season. Those 2 fish have produced way more spawn than all the other spawns we've done up till now. Let's have a little look outside as well. I collected up so many eggs off the bottom of the tank, I didn't know what to do with them. So, put them in these plastic tubs. And they're on a piece of the green plastic netting on the bottom, just spread loosely over the top. I'm not expecting too much from them, but it's better than throwing them away. But I did notice, when I looked through some of these tubs, let's see if I can zoom in. Little fry. God knows how I missed these. I went through and the nets were completely covered in fungus. I thought, oh, there's nothing in there, so I binned it all. Yeah, obviously some of them did survive because it's quite a few fry. There are loads of little white fry. I don't know if you're able to see them in this tank. Loads of them down on the bottom. They just twitch every now and again. Yeah, you can see them there. There's hundreds of the blighters. No idea what variety there are because I'm going to chuck the label away. So I'll have to have a look back on Gazza's video to see exactly what varieties these were. But yes, we certainly have eggs aplenty now. And fry. I just need a bit of warm weather. It's bloody freezing. Let's have a quick look at the boys and girls. All the males back in and feeding. Randy swimming in circles as usual. All the females back in as well. There's only a couple that haven't spawned this year, but they, like the big kahaku, they haven't put on enough spawn weight yet. Same with the karashi. I thought that might go, but no, don't think it's quite there. Another year, and it'll be mature enough hopefully to spawn. Yes, onwards and upwards. I think the next thing I'll be looking to is getting a few more new brood stock. Add a bit of variety to the collection. But yeah. It's like a bloody hatchery. It's like a nursery in here. Look like beds. And this stuff, I've been trying this for the fry. Give them a mixture of pea protein powder and soy protein powder, which is 80 and 90% protein, which is should be like rocket fuel for them. Mix it up like a shake. This is instead of using egg yolk. It's a very, very fine powder. It's like dust. It just like colours the water up a bit milky when you put it in. But it hasn't got the egg content, which fouls up the water. So I'm also running the trickle in, trickle out. You might just be able to see them along the back. One of those goes in every tank, so there's constant fresh water going in. And then there's the overflow just there. Each tank has got an overflow like that. It's all linked together. So the excess water goes down the overflow and away. So it is constantly doing a water change on every tank. It has a big killer with fry. If you get the ammonia and nitrates up high, you can just lose them overnight. Next morning they're all white, it's all dead on the bottom. But touch some wood. We've not lost any yet so far. I'm trying to jinx things. Well yes, I'll keep you updated on all the fry and everything. Catch you next time. Morning guys. The fry have arrived. I've just unboxed them. Thanks Ricky, you've done us proud. We've got food and everything. 3 bags of fry, my tank, the winning tank, Vicky's tank, the runner-up tank, and then Gazza's tank, the better luck next year tank. Right, just going to bowl a few up in a little fish tank so I can have a look at them before I release them. A bit of acclimating for about 20 minutes or so. Yeah, they're looking good in there. I'll get back to you in a minute when I've got them in the tank. Alright, here's the first batch. Nice variety in there. I see some metallics. Yep, we'll get them away. If we we're putting a load more Daphnia in here. Big pool for not many fish. Ideal growing conditions. Alright, I should do the same with the other two. Get back to you in a bit. Second batch has gone in. Where are they? They're all hiding in the corner. They're Vicky's. These are mine, they're all racing round. And this batch is Gazza's. Some nice fish, they're all looking picture of health. Off they go. You'll see a tinge of green in the water already. It's just starting to turn. As soon as I get this cover on, which should be this weekend, that'll really heat it up in here. That'll be perfect for them. Right, I am going to catch a load more Daphnia to put in with these guys to keep them happy. I'll give you an update in a bit. Right, we're using these big tech screws, 2 in each corner, to make a door frame. Right, I've measured the distance from the top head rail down to the base rail, and that's 1960, and that should just close the gap up nice. Let's measure that. hammer drill. Right, that's the door frame done. The bits at the bottom, they go into the ground and concreted in. I'll make a door for that later. Now I've got a plank going across here, so to each leg of the polytunnel with the frame, so I can get the position, because it's got to bolt to these two hangers at the top there onto the frame. That fixes the frame at the top, then two holes at the bottom, frame concreted in there. Simple. Right, I shall get my digging arms on and get two holes dug. So, holes are dug, posts are in, all plumbed up, and then it's secured at the top with these special brackets which loop round the pole and then fix into the top of your post on each side. That's solid, it's going nowhere. It's held in with some big beefy screws. Right, post-creating the holes next, and then we can start with digging the trench out. Yeah, that's where the fun begins. Get back to you in a minute. Right, we have half of it trenched out that side. It's trenched all the way around up to the door frame, back around this side, all the way down there. I hope all this soil's going to go back in the hole. Along here. And there's just that little bit to do. But I'm knackered. I want to go home and have my tea. That'll have to wait for another day. Man, I can only dig so much. Right, I shall get back to you when I commence digging. Right, quick update. I've got fry in that tub, that tub, that tub, that tub. That tub, that tub, and some in that tub. And a few in that tub just for good measure. Most of those have hatched today. It's a bit murky in there though, so it's very hard to see them. We've also had quite a bit hatching in the main polytunnel today. Now these are a bit easier to see. I've put the spawning ropes in, and there's some eggs on the sides. You can see the ones that are out of the water that have dried out. They've literally plastered the whole of the spawning tank with eggs. So let's see if we can zoom in on these. See the little blighters swimming about. There's loads of them. Literally thousands have hatched today. See them all hanging on the side, getting their first gulps. See if I can scare some off the spawn bushes. There, there's one. Yep, there's loads. Focus, god damn you. There we go. I say these have only been hatched today. They're a reasonable size already. And these in the main tank are mainly beginner in Sankey female, crossed with all about 6 males, and my Aragoki mirror carp, which again is crossed with 6 of me most productive males. I know some of the males I put in with definitely won't do anything because I've tried milking them and there's nothing comes out of them. That they're duds for all intents and purposes. So I know the core ones that will be involved with the spawn, so I have a rough idea of what these are going to produce. But then I've done individual spawns of all the other varieties. Let's see what we've got. Ginrin Chag, cross with the mirror. Yamabuki, cross with the mirror. Randy, the Deutsch Sankey, cross with the mirror. They should be interesting. Mirror cross shower. Again, they should be interesting. Benigoy cross mirror. Blue Kiko with a mirror. Unfortunately, the Sankey had shed all of her spawn by the time I got here in the morning, so I couldn't do any hand crosses with her this time round. Hanashisui with a mirror. They should be interesting as well. And there should be a mixture of all of those in the main tank and in the outside tanks, just for good measure. I don't know if you can see these. These are some fry from the last spawn that I left in the tank. And they get into a reasonable size now. These have got the free reign of the tank. Obviously they can't get to the fry inside the nets. otherwise there won't be many fry left. It'd soon nobble the lot. But yeah, they're coming on nicely. They're a mixture of the larger koi, the larger scaled koi. Then we've got Deutsch Sankey crossed with that orange Kiko. All these are getting to quite a reasonable size now. There's one down there. Yeah, focus, god damn it. Yeah. Oh, extreme close up. Yeah, these are taking powdered food now, no problem. That little fellow's probably half, 3/4 of an inch. There's literally hundreds and hundreds of them in here. Let's have a look at the next variety. These are orange Kiko crossed with a blue Kiko. Let's have a little look at these. These are nothing like the parents. All these are white or very pale yellow. Oops. See, there's some all brown ones, some with like a tancho spot on its head there. Some they're banded, a bit like Sankey kind of pattern. There's all kinds of weird stuff. These are all experimental spawns this year, just to see what they produce, so we can then concentrate on the best next year. So look in this tank. These are very tiny fry that I overlooked outside. I didn't think they'd hatched, so I'd given them up for dead. But obviously they have hatched, and there's a fair few hundred in here. I've just fed these with a protein powder, so the water is a bit cloudy. Almost transparent with big black eyes, like shrimp. These guys got a bit of catching up to do because they've been outside and it's been a lot colder outside. But these are, I threw the tag away, so I've had to deduce what they are. They're either Kilt Suri crossed with Lemon Arawaki, which is what I think they are, or possibly Showa crossed with Makashi Ogon. We shall have to wait and see on those. Now these are some of the most advanced of the fry. And there's loads in here. You'll see some light coloured ones with some very dark brown, almost black fish. And these are a mixture. Put two different spawns in this tank to hatch. These are Makashi Ogon crossed with Yamabuki, and Makashi Ogon crossed with Ginrin Chag. So I'm assuming the lighter yellow looking ones are going to be Ogons or Yamabukis, and the darker brown looking ones are going to be the Ginrin Chag. But again, there's some weird and wonderful stripy, patchy, unusual looking ones mixed in for good measure. These are black Kiko crossed with blue Kiko. These are going to be harder to see because I'm having to stretch right over. Again, there's some real weird colour patterns in these. filming blind here, so I'm hoping I'm catching some of the fish. All the dark coloured fish in this tank. And there's another one of the mirror carp spawns here, Kiyotsuri crossed with a mirror. And then these are Deutz mix. These were what was left on the spawn brushes after all the Deutz varieties had spawned. So there's a mixture of probably from 3 different Deutz females and various Deutz males. So I'll have to see what these turn out like. Most of them are Kikos, Benny Kikos, Kikosui. Some nice varieties. Lovely looking females. And now what we've got in here. These are the scaled mix from the big scale fish. Again, what was left on the spawning brushes. Bloody thousands in here. These chuffers. Yeah, sorry about that. Battery died. Right, back to it. What we've got in here. These are Deutz Sankey Randy crossed with Benny Kiko and Arawaki. So we've got 2 different spawns mixed in with this one. Not as many fish in here, but they are a lot bigger. A lot harder to spot. There's a lot more green stuff. They're hiding right at the far end. Come out, show yourselves. No. Like I said, not many in there. There's probably about 100 in there. But they are quite large. And then there's quite a lot of fish in this one. Again, they're lurking in the green stuff. You can see them there. A few right down at the bottom. This one coming up. Where's he gone? Lost him in the slime. And these are, again, there's 2 different spawns mixed together in these. Hamashisui with the orange Kiko and Deutz Sankey Randy crossed with a white egg one again. So yeah, some more interesting fish. Plenty of grading to do. Moving on to the last 3. These are all doing pretty well. Got some size now, these are. And these are Randy again, living up to his name. Crossed with a black Kiko. That was a nice fish, the black Kiko. Jet black with a bit of orange on it, changes colour during the season. And in between the nets are some feral wild fry from the Deutz spawn that were stuck to the tank, so I just left them in and they've hatched in their clean-up crew. The buggers keep darting under the nets. Yeah, there are quite a fair few hundred lurking in here. And then we have these little blighters. These are probably some of the smallest fry. I'm just seeing through the brine shrimp eggs. There's loads in here. And these are Bendigo crossed with black Kiko. You're in Bendigo. And these, again, there's loads of flying here. And these are black Kiko crossed with Hanashisui. So another interesting mixture. And then we've got the goldies. These are really putting some growth on now. In fact, they must be almost ready for grading. You see the patterns quite well on them now. Some of them have got nice glittering reflective scales around the gill plates, so I'm not sure what they're going to turn out to be. Yeah, there must be a couple of hundred in here. Right, off to the Mini Munga tunnel. Right, we're in the Mini Munga tunnel now, as we like to call it. These are Vicky's fry. So no, not my fry, these are. As you can see, they're doing quite well. Coming up feeding. These of course are the winning fry. Interesting looking one, a little dark one. It's a real good mixture of colours, varieties. Doing pretty well in there. Now these are Vicky's fry. Again, these are doing really well. Big show Muji in the middle. Fast little blighters. They like the warmth in here. I would say they're probably, well, definitely gradable at this size for basic deformities, but having said that, I've not seen as much as a bent tail or anything in any of these, so they're looking pretty good, Rick. You're doing a good, grand job on these. That's an interesting little fella, that one there. What variety that's going to be. Right. And then Gazza's tank. They look miserable, don't they? I bowled a few up for it, but they're not looking very clever. They're all floating. Never mind. I don't know what you've done to the water in here, Gaz, but it's gone all murky. Oh, Harawaki, I think. Slow down. God damn it. Oh, that's nice, that little fella there. What is that? I've seen a few like that in the mixture. No idea what that's going to be. I'll have to get Rick's opinion on that. Yes, Gaz does have the advantage. He has the warmest pond because it's closest to the sun. Just wondering why he wants to slime it. And I think, to be fair, Gaz's fish do look slightly bigger. That one there is a unit. Way bigger than the rest. Jumbo Tosai. Yeah, all in all, everything is doing really well. I'm going to use a little bit more food before I go. And if you like what you've seen, would you like, share, subscribe to Gaz's Koi Pond, please, if you don't mind. And we'll catch up with you on the next update. Thanks for watching.